Hey everyone, welcome back. Jojo here.
Shruti and probably in the house.
Yay! Finally. Oh my god, it feels like ages. It is. It has been ages.
Yes, yes.
He dropped Flex and that other song, now one after another, like with a 2 month gap or something. So
Yeah.
everyone was in shock, like Brother V's dropping so many tracks this year. And then of course the delays and all that happened, but I heard he hurt his leg and stuff happened, so maybe there's been delays for
Oh,
that reason. Either way, doesn't matter, he's back and I can't wait to listen to this.
and good. इस साल की beginning then एक नए गाने के साथ हुई है, so then that's a good thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
All Divine is called. Music Brother V featuring artist Steve Knight, lyrics Brother V, Benny Dayal and Steve Knight. Ooh, violin Aditya MP. Okay, mixing Brother V and Akash, mastering Chris Krenga. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what's happening.
Okay, ready.
I'm surprised if Benny Dayal's name is there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, play.
Like emus trying to soar and get a peak at the summit. When you come from the bottom, you only dream on a budget. And uphill travel, but on a slippery slope. Misery grows, I'm close to giving up hope. See, I was like them kids with unhealthy minds that get ignored. Holding on to my life, afraid to let it go. Where toxic thoughts in my head would unify. Every day to a point when I'm contemplating suicide. Anxiety got me all unstable like the Khyber Pass. My vision twitches with palpitations like hyperlapse. Grades were bad, they would worry me to sadness. My mental was the only luxury I had then. Skipping classes to learn raps, the planet ends. Window shopping for clothes strapped to mannequins. It's only through music I know to emote. And so I found therapy in all the poems I wrote. With every line that I penned, I'd express and it lose. Hoping that I'd never have to fight depression and lose. Surviving the madness, the world's an asylum where I could crumble under pressure or turn to a diamond. മനസ്സിൻ പരാജയങ്ങൾ കണക്കാക്കാതെ കനവുകൾ നമ്മുടെ തുണയായി മാറ്റാം ജീവിതയാത്രകൾ അനുഭവനേറ്റങ്ങൾ പടിപടിയായി നമ്മൾ പല പല മോഹങ്ങൾ.
We are blessed to live this life, dancing in the light. Let the music take you high and find your peace inside. In this place and time, all divine we shine. In this place and time, all divine we shine.
Sunk in despair, only wheezing as I breathe through the pungent air. Carry the weight on my shoulders, hence the hunch that I bear. Insults what I'm fair, yet I put my trust in my flair. And being broke was no deterrent, so I had to aim for the stars like telescopes at NASA, I guess. Pain is a fraction of what trouble evokes. Success tastes sweetest for those who struggle the most. I kept my mind strong, the heart's weak and frail. Giving up was an option, but I ain't dreamed to fail. And through the melancholy, every night I was working till I got everything that I could buy from my earnings. And I got love and respect, the smiles I deserved, and fantasy and actuality were rightfully merged. And now I inspire kids that wanna be like me. A blueprint and legacy I leave behind me. Tears were shed on the daily over the lunch I was skipping. Got the world on my plate, now the scrumptious living. Caviar on the flights and vacations in Vegas. Pick up a villa next year and you can bet that I made it now. മനസ്സിൻ പരാജയങ്ങൾ കണക്കാക്കാതെ കനവുകൾ നമ്മുടെ തുണയായി മാറ്റാം ജീവിതയാത്രകൾ അനുഭവനേറ്റങ്ങൾ പടിപടിയായി നമ്മൾ പല പല മോഹങ്ങൾ.
We are blessed to live this life, dancing in the light. Let the music take you high and find your peace inside. In this space and time,
Oh, man.
So amazing.
Hear your name like chanted like that.
It's amazing. And even this mountain stuff is so ah,
Wonder where
that
he
was so
shot.
amazing.
Location, Chikmagalur. Okay. Oh
It's
my
almost
God.
like a slice of his life which we got to experience, no? That what his life looks like, what behind the
Yes.
scenes of his life are. Ah, beautiful. It was so nice. And so like,
Real.
yeah, getting a peek into the way his brain functions without flexing, without telling, oh, मैंने इतना झेला है, मैंने life में ये किया, and then I've come here. But yet so simply, he spoke about the struggles he went through and how he overcame them and how his fears, which he also voiced, and today where he stands. And then, the contrast of that, of him going on a hike versus all these people chanting his name and like, his life as a musician and all the writing, just everything put together, there could not have been a better song.
Yeah.
It is such a perfect and quite an OG song, huh? Like it's
Yeah,
got the
fully.
feels. Like, मेरा life में ये सब किया है, but like talking about it so gently. I love it. Love it.
Yeah. And so many bars, man, and so many points where you're like, okay, I know people are gonna Google this. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
My
there was-
favorite line was
Yeah.
that one where make your dreams your best friend. That
yeah.
was such a beautiful line. And it was sounding really nice. Couldn't understand that, but thanks to CC. But what a sweet line that is. And what
I
a powerful
love the
line.
chorus. It was in Malayalam, no? I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Tamil? Malayalam?
I think it was
I don't
Malayalam.
know. Anyway, I don't.
I'm guessing Malayalam because it says Benny Dayal in the lyrics. Benny must
Ah.
have helped him write
So
it.
could be, yes.
But damn, okay, so I want to go through the lyrics for sure. There's just a lot of good lines there, but I just want to say that it's his journey from the start that he's put together, and I distinctly got the vibe of like vintage Brother V in this, because he I think he made it on his own after he split with his Machas with Attitude and started doing his own music. It was always very, very traditional sounds fused with non-traditional sounds. And that's exactly what I felt was also happening here. He was going back to like Atma Rama and Aigiri Nandini type of, sounds and a vibe through the song. So in that sense, loved it. It's like, yes, he's back, and he's back doing what only he does. And he fused all those sounds and even the languages and all of that so well in this. And of course, dropping bar after bar after bar, like he does, like in every song, which is just who he is. So like from the first line, I have the lyrics here, like emus trying to soar and get a peek at the summit. Emus can't fly, no? So it's really, it was just so funny that he did. By the way, I saw emus in Delhi. I've seen them. They're very scary birds. They're very territorial.
All places, Delhi mein?
वहाँ पे smuggle होते हैं. So I went to an animal shelter and they had saved these emus because people breed them and then they sell their eggs. So anyway, these were rescued emus. I know I'm going off topic, but they are so territorial that they are kept in a separate enclosure, and the caretaker takes you in and you have to just stand there still, because the head, sort of like the pack leader, will come and give you this death stare. And they're very scary birds. Like if they like, bite you with, like they try and poke you with their beak, they'll really peck you, they'll really like enjoy you. So you have to just stand still and act like you're not encroaching on their territory, and that they might let you in, like walk around or whatever, but they're very scary birds.
And you're tall also, so they must have stood there going, another
It
emu,
was like-
what is she up to?
full eye contact was happening. I was like, this is very scary, I don't want to be here. So it was very weird. But, anyway.
Sorry. Coming back to all divine.
Coming back to this, like emus try to soar and get a peek at the summit. When you come from the bottom, you only dream on a budget. Man, an uphill travel, but on a slippery side. I like how this whole thing started with him sitting at the table and work is calling and he's doing a 9 to 5. And then it shows that he's left it and now he's like out in the jungle, in the wilderness, and he's hiking and he's trekking and he's getting back like closer to his real self and in touch with nature and who he really is and all of that. But it's a struggle. The whole struggle was showed so well with him trying to, huffing and puffing and climbing and carrying on despite being exhausted. And then you get to see the view from the top, which I was waiting to see. I was like, oh, I want to see this view. It was beautiful. Okay, so then an uphill travel, but on a slippery slope. Misery grows, I'm close to giving up hope. See, I was like them kids with unhealthy minds that get ignored, holding on to my life, afraid to let it go, where toxic thoughts in my head would unify every day to a point where I'm contemplating suicide. Anxiety got me all unstable like the Khyber Pass. My vision twitches with palpitations like hyperlapse. Grades were bad, they would worry me to sadness. My metal was the only luxury I had then. Skipping classes to learn raps at Planet M's. Planet M's?
Planet
That made me smile.
Smile on my
I know.
face. Yeah.
Damn. Window shopping for clothes strapped to mannequins. It's only through music I know how to emote. I know to emote. And so I found therapy in all the poems I wrote. With every line I planned, I'd express and let loose. Surviving the madness, the world's an asylum where I could crumble under pressure or turn to a diamond. I love this line. So good. Okay, pre-chorus, which is, I can't pronounce these words, but what a beautiful pre-chorus, right? All those 4 lines.
Yeah.
Then chorus, we're blessed to live this life, dancing in the light. Let the music take you high and find your peace inside. In this place and time, all divine we shine. In this place and time, all divine we shine. So it was so melodic and it was so nice. I was thinking why when I first heard it, and then the second time as well, that you can just enjoy the song like not a hip hop or rap song. You can really just listen to the song like any other song, and it just works for anyone, even people who are not like hip hop listeners. And this can play on the radio and it'll do so well, so it's one of those songs that is very core in its writing, core hip hop in its writing, but it's also not in how it's been produced and mixed and mastered.
And I think that's where the OG-ness comes out.
Yeah.
Because when you're doing something which is hip hop, but you can make it sound like it's just like not hip hop, like there's no pressure for it to be hip hop, and you're just switching genres so easily. I think that like, wow.
Yeah, exactly. And then the post chorus, which was that line that kept repeating, it says here, all divine we shine is what it means. Tanna, nani, yele, la. That's what it means. So in verse 2, every day I was sunk in despair, only wheezing as I breathed through the pungentest air, carried the weight on my shoulders, hence the hunch that I bear. Insults were unfair, yet I put my trust in my flair. Hell yeah. And being broke was no deterrent, so I had to aim for the stars like telescopes at NASA. I guess pain is a fraction of what trouble evokes. Success tastes sweetest for those who struggle the most. Dude. I mean, if you don't struggle, it's not going to taste as sweet. It's as simple as that. I kept my mind strong, the heart's weak and frail. Giving up was an option, but I didn't dream to fail. So good. I didn't dream to fail. And through the melancholy, every night I was working till I got everything that I could buy from my earnings. And I got love and respect, the smiles I deserved, and fantasy and actuality were rightfully merging. Nice. Now I inspire kids. They want to be like me, a blueprint and legacy I leave behind me. Tears were shed on the daily over the lunch I was skipping. Got the world on my plate, not that scrumptious living. Not that scrumptious, now that's scrumptious living. Caviar on the flights and vacations in Vegas. Pick up a villa next year and you can bet that I made it. Yay. Yay for Brodha V. And then the pre-chorus and chorus and all of that. Loved it. You come back with a song like this. This is how you come back. Seriously. You say what's on your mind and you say how you're feeling and you do it in this.
Simply amazing. Simply amazing. It's always such a treat to listen to Brodha V. It just makes you come to that one point, get all your focus together and say, yes, this is why you listen to good music and you enjoy it. And it leaves you with such a fresh feeling. Love it. Absolutely.
Yeah. And just the fact that, someone like him who's an OG for Desi hip hop and who's been around so long and who's done so much, not just for the scene, but just music in general. It's just nice to hear him after so long and with a track particularly around a theme like this, where it's just so like inspiring and real and all about the journey and hopefully showing people that you can merge sounds. You can merge sounds beautifully and make your own like flavor and present it to the world, which he's always done. So yay, loving it. Brodha V, welcome back. So okay, anything you want to add? Or should I stop? Okay, chalo, yay. Drop me a DM if there's any other songs you want to request on Instagram, handles below. Ms. Bhola is also on Insta. She's doing some funky things I've noticed lately with light filters and all.
I have a lot of time.
So
suddenly I'm like...
I have to still go and check it because it popped up and I was out and I was like, what is this blue face? I'm going to look at this later. So go check it out.
This is a mask. That is not. That's my real face. Go check out my real face. Yes.
Go check it out. And also help support this channel. Do subscribe and hit the like if you like this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Live long and prosper. Be all divine.